Hey, yo, this is TriggerRun, and you rocking with DJ Malone in Chicago 77.3.
You did.
We lit live. This is WBBC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3, your hottest digital station.
Now in digital HD sound.
Okay, there we go. Recording. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
We lit live. This is WBBC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3, your hottest digital station.
Now in digital HD sound.
What's going on, people? How you guys doing? It's the one and only DJ Malone, man. The best place to be at on any day, really. How you guys doing? I'm doing blessed and highly favored, man. And I got greatness into the building, man. I had to laugh on that because these guys right here, they just keep on coming, Joe. I like when people are consistent, know what they're doing, and just it's all around good people, man. So let's go ahead and introduce them, man. They're no stranger to the game, man. TriggerRun, what's going on, Joe?
Hey, DJ What's Malone, happening? What's the deal?
Salute, brother.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
man.
Yes,
now
sir.
we back. We good. We
We
good,
in
man. Blessed, man.
Indeed.
Okay, that's what's up, man. I like that you guys keep on coming, man. So what's been going on since the last time we talked?
More writing, more composing, more producing, man. Just trying to look for different ways to elevate, brother.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just in
And
case
when
anybody who doesn't. Oh, go ahead.
And I was saying, when I say elevate, not only just production wise in terms of music, but also we moving into film and stage plays.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
That's
sir.
dope. That's dope, man. So, now just in case anybody who doesn't know who you guys are, shame on them if you don't. Shame on them. Just let's go and dive back a little bit. Who are you and what you guys do?
Well, we are TriggerRun.
That's right.
This is AK Nagil, and this is H3, and we are a hip hop and R&B group, and we've been together for pretty much the lion's share of our lives. So we're originally from Albany, Georgia, from that 229 Dirty South, Good Life City, and yeah, man, and we've come back reconnected, and we're keeping the legacy of TriggerRun going. We made headway on national TV back in the day, being one of the most innovative hip hop dance groups that the nation has ever seen. We went up to the Apollo, and we set a precedent that since then, even national TV has started to change in order to accommodate the level of synchronicity, organization that we demonstrated, especially being from the South on that platform. So shortly after TriggerRun came on that platform, you start seeing shows coming out, dealing like, America's Best Dance Crew, So You Think You Can Dance, things of that nature. So we know that we contributed massively to that movement, and now we're focusing on the music aspect.
That's real. Okay. Now, you guys been doing this for a minute, man. How has it? Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you a real question. How do you see your growth coming through everything, man, from start to finish? Well, not start to now, I should say.
Oh my God! Well, I'm gonna say this. I don't want to be a mic hawk,
Go ahead, man.
but I'm gonna tell you, like we like I said, we are no strangers to the game. But back in the day, before we had as much access to music production equipment, before the playing field was level, we didn't really know how we were gonna get our ideas from concept to creation. But then we had a cat like AK, right? He was like the mad scientist, engineer, dancer. This guy right here would come up with beats, and he always found a way, whether it was through the cassettes or whether he came up, I believe, with the QI10 back in the day, right?
I don't know about the QI10.
I don't know about the QI10. But his level of commitment and learning how to learn that. And for us, that was a massive step forward, right? So you think about we going from high school dance, high school step shows, high school dance to a national platform, and then changing the landscape of the country in terms of what they thought about organized dancing, especially hip hop.
Right.
All right, that's growth. You talk about a time period where there wasn't any internet. We didn't know how we was gonna get the lyricism that our group had out, and then we had AK coming in and figuring it out. So we went from cassettes to using samples to creating our own music to now using the production software that's out here now and producing, pre-producing, and post-mastering our own stuff.
So technology pretty much changed the game. So now we, everything is on the laptop, and we have access to a library of samples that we never had before. You know what I mean?
And we're taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
And that's growth. So everywhere you see TriggerRun, we transferring that energy and we making sure that we elevate.
No, and that just shows me that you guys can adapt really well. You guys can go from and mind you, we all come from everywhere. You go up to the joint, you pop out the CDs with the trunk and everything, make your money, and that's how you got known. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it was more hand on hand. Hey yo, here goes my CD, shake your hand, and I think that's what a lot of people remember about these other situations, that you got to shake their hand. Now it's all digital, and everybody's behind the screen.
No doubt.
Indeed. But we found that we need to get back to that in order to make sure that the authenticity that the audience feels from the artist, that's not lost, right? Because now it's a situation where, okay, it's easier now to distribute your music, but now it's a thing of, okay, well, are you getting organic traffic, or is it somehow boosted or bolstered by this or that, bots or whatever? Wow. But some grassroots stuff you can't lose.
But the thing is, the platform changed, so you just have to switch gears and leverage the platform, right, to the best of its ability. So when music went to digital, then we also have to reach out. But the beautiful thing about that is, man, we can travel the nation and worldwide without leaving the confines of our homes with platforms like your own.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So shout out to you that's helped bolstering the independent artists.
Man, I appreciate that, man. I do. It makes me happy seeing you guys. And when I saw you guys on the roll call, I'm like, yo, man, I know I talked to these guys before, man. I know we talked, and it made me happy seeing that you guys are keep on striving and keep on going and everything, man. So kudos to you for that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, we gonna stay plugging in, because I mean that's part of the fabric. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's our heartbeat. Bro. Music.
So. Hey, that's what it is, man. So now we got new records. My favorite thing, man. So the Droppin' Whine remix. Let's talk about how this all came together.
Oh wait.
Nah, H3, go ahead, because it was his baby. You know what I mean? Well, it was his baby that was birthed, and then it was kind of developed over a period of time.
Yeah, because like I said, the way that AK and I we work, we're collaborative on everything, and sometimes one person may run point guard and other support, whatever. We are each other's biggest fans, like when it comes down to the music. So this particular one, when we link back up, we say, hey, let's go ahead and push TriggerRun again. This was one of the first iterations of what we used to call the Orlando session, right? Which is a whole nother vibe in and of itself. All right, so and I came up with this beat, and that's what we would do. We would literally spend hours a day just coming up with all types of beats and just let our inspiration take us wherever it went. And then we would share it with each other. And whether or not we got a great inspiration or vision for it or not, we would catalog it. But I didn't know what to do with it. But AK was like, I know what to do with this. He said, man, this will be a dope, dance type of vibe, blah, blah, blah. And from that point on, he took that original chord progression that I gave, and he got in there, started putting all his peppers, and now you got Droppin' Whine, the remix, baby.
Yeah, followed by, because we gave it to one of our homeboys from back in the 229, where we from, Leroy Davis, Orion TRW, Revelationary Recordings. Yes. And he heard something different.
Oh, yes, he did.
We let him take care of the baby and say, hey, man, here it is. And, because once again, it is a remix. And so he put his spin on it, and, man, it's magic.
It is. Salute to
him. So let me ask you this. Whenever you guys hear, and, and this is your baby, So it's like kind of like sending your baby to school, and then your teacher is complimenting the parenting with
That's
the
right.
remix.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
When you heard it, how is that?
Ooh-wee. Well, it went through a few iterations. You know, first time we heard it, we was like, ah. So he didn't get the gold star on this one, right?
Yeah.
But then we kept, you know, but we were very communicative. We all brothers kept working on it, and after that one, it was like, oh, this baby been studying and tutoring, has been working.
Yeah, so we got this thing called the Guild, right? And it's almost like for the movies, you have a writers guild. Well, we had the same thing in music, and where we come up and we partnership. And if H3 and I, we got any disagreements, then we'll bring a third party, which is usually Sincere Kill, which he's not here today. He's our third member. We'll bring him in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
partnership, and we say, hey, you know what I mean? Can we get a little bit more, you know, beat right here, and can we massage it a little different? And you know, it just all came together, and to a beautiful project, which, by the way, has a video.
For sure.
Hey,
Yeah.
so the video's out right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No doubt. You got to tap that in. YouTube.
Yeah. We're going on YouTube. Everybody go to YouTube right now. Just stop what you're doing. If you're driving, just go ahead and pull over so that way you don't crash
Tell him,
anything.
DJ Malone. You better tell
That's
him.
right.
Yes.
Get it.
So I'm glad that you guys brought up the fact that the communication. And it's a real point, because sometimes as artists, you have a vision, and if something doesn't kind of go your vision, you have to articulate that. But no, well, I guess what I was saying is that I like the fact that you guys were communicative and everything. And do you guys ever feel like that is a strong suit from you guys? Because, you know, like, once again, you guys came from an era where you had to talk. You had to, you know, really understand each other. So how do you guys feel like a lot of times people can take that slight now? Like, well, damn, you don't like what I just did? You don't like how I put that down? Because some artists can be like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's all trust. You know, throughout the years, we develop a sense of trust for each other in the music and the creative differences that we both have for each other. You know, it's not all sunshine, you know, and rainbows every time, you know, but you have to sit up there, and that's why we created the Guild. Yeah. So where we don't agree on something, we get Sincere, our third party, to come in and say, hey man, well, I like the way it flows this way, and that just takes precedence. Right. You know, we make it work.
Right. You know, and there's a lot of maturity, just like AK was saying, because, you know, when you're younger and you don't understand, you're less experienced, you feel that a disagreement or divergence is like the end of the world. What do you mean that you don't like what I did? But as you get older, sometimes you realize that that's exactly the secret sauce. Or it might be that it's not time for that right now, but if you just hold on to it for just a little bit, its season will come, and it'll be the star attraction in whatever the other project is, right? So you just get that through wisdom, which goes back to trust.
Hey, but that was perfectly said right there. Perfectly said, man. I like that. I like how you guys put that. Now, is there EP project? Is there anything right after this?
You know, it's not far as an EP. We're kind of taking our time because we're still trying to build momentum. You know what I mean? If that warrants it down the line in the future, then of course, you know. But we got a lot of other things, and right now, it's almost like if you think about your greatest album that's out there today, right? At the height of that album, they released 10, 12 songs. How many songs actually got the number one? Maybe 2 or 3. What would happen if Lauryn Hill would have released one single at a time for that Fuji score? She will probably have more number one songs than just 2 or 3. You know what I mean? Over the lifetime. But it goes to say the business model has changed as well, right? With the electronic platform. So the business models has changed, you know, and you don't have the major corporations anymore that's really backing and throwing money like they used to, which we all know was set up for the artists that had to pay it back anyway, right? So it was advertisement dollars that was going.
It was a loan.
There you go. It was the loan, right?
Yes.
But they had the loan to push the agenda and push it forward. Whether it was Mariah Carey, you know, she sell out 1 million within the first week of sales, and then you come and find out that her dad bought 1 million copies.
Right.
It's real.
Things of that nature, right?
Yeah.
So we don't
Yeah.
have that type of, you know, financial, you know, backings to, you know, go platinum from a weak sale. So, you know, we kind of slow and steady wins the race for us. You know,
That's real. That's real. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but we've talked about the EPs. We just want to make sure that when we drop one, like you know, that it's been curated and marinated.
Right.
Real.
Sure.
Now let me ask you guys this, and you guys been doing this for a minute, and you guys put out a lot of songs. With this single, what do you think makes it so special?
I think the energy, just you can feel the vibe in the good time and the intent behind it. When it comes on, it's infectious from the inception, right? You know, and we've always been very intentional about getting folk off the wall and out of their seat and letting them know that when TriggerRun comes into the room, when TriggerRun comes onto the stage, when we in the house, in the building, that we're about having a good time and we want people to feel good. And I think from that first drop, whoa, it's like, you know, oh, endorphin rush, here we are, right?
You know, and to follow up on that, you know, this is all about 2024 Carnival. So we strategically, you know what I mean, set this off as a Carnival joint, because we look back last year and we looked at Brazil and we looked at Rio, and it was like, man, that was such a fun event. We wanted, you know, a piece of it, right? So, you know, that came the battle cry for 2024. Hey, man, we got to get on this Carnival, because in Atlanta we got Carnival, Miami has Carnival, you know, every city has Carnival. So we wanted a piece of the action.
We need the latest of Whine for us.
Yes.
Hey, I like that. I like that. Hey, that's dope. All right, man. Yo, man. Man, hey, yo, man. I'm just so happy for you guys, yo. I really am. From the bottom of my heart, I really am for you. And to see you guys thrive and grow is tremendous to me. But there's a couple more questions, and then we'll go. In the next 3 years, I think I asked you guys this before. In the next well, let me ask you this. I always ask artists, in the next 3 years, where do you hope to see yourself? And I think because we interviewed before, you guys feel like in between that time, you have reached goals that you wanted.
Absolutely. Like I said, and yet, like even now, we've been nominated for King of States, Yo ATL Raps, right?
Hey, man.
Which is beautiful. Yeah, thank you, man. Which is beautiful amongst our peers, because you know it's like now, folk, and it's competitive. So they're actually seeing the movement, they're seeing the hustle, they're seeing the grind, and they're giving us like, you know, some flowers, and that's great. You know, it's all mutual respect. And the fact that we're moving, like I was saying earlier, we're moving into film, we're moving into stage plays, and we're working very closely with Artistic Genius Production with Lakeisha Paul and Alicia Whitaker, and they're casting us in things. Well, you know, we're auditioning, we're making the auditions, you know, and in the next 3 years, hey, man, hopefully we'll be on film and also in your ear gates.
And sing license in the film. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that. That part. I like that. Man, Joe, man. TriggerRun, man, right here, man. Make sure you guys support. Where can the people find you guys at? MySpace, everything, Black Planet, everything.
Hey, you know, MySpace, we might need to do that. But all things TriggerRun, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify. Please definitely put us in rotation on a daily.
And there is still time to nominate your boy, fam. So y'all go out there, hit up yoatlraps.com, page 2, and King of Stage. You know, throw us a vote in there. You know what I mean?
We are TriggerRun.
And just let people know, because we have some slow listeners. How do you spell it?
Right.
TriggerRun. 2 G's, 2 R's. TriggerRun. Trigger Run.
Okay.
All one word.
Okay. And no white people, you can't use the double R to make it make sense for you. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll try it. They'll try it. You know what I'm saying?
I salute to the creativity, but
for sure.
that
For
ain't
sure. Yeah, you won't find it that way.
Right, you won't find it that way.
Yeah, definitely. All right, man. Well, this has been a pleasure talking to you guys, man. And I'm happy.
Always.
I'm really happy for you guys, man.
Hey, yo, this is Trigger Run.
And you rocking with DJ Malone in Chicago
77.3.
You did.
That's it.
Hey, man. Hey, man, the Trigger Run. This has been a pleasure talking with you guys, man. Don't stop. Keep your foot on their necks, yo, and keep on going, man. Keep on growing.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man,
it, man. You know, and that's what it is, man. It's all about continuing to, push that needle forward,
Yeah, man.
and consistency, know. So, like I said, we never want to load up the gun and shoot, an album, because, man, within 6 months, that album is obsolete. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we value our time and our creative
juices.
juices.
So,
you definitely
slow and steady wins the race. Yeah.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does, man. It's a marathon.
That's it, not a sprint.
There you go.
My brother.
That's it.
And thank you again,
Hey, man,
for the platform again.
Oh, man, I appreciate you guys, man. People everywhere around the world, support. Always support the people that I bring up here. You want to know why? They dope as hell, man.
Yes,
so
sir.
make sure you guys support them, man. And everything else, we're going to go ahead and conclude the call. It's the one and only DJ Malone, Chicago 77.3. We out. Wow.
We mix live. This is WBBC Chicago 77.3. Your hottest digital station.
Now, digital HD sound.
Chicago
77.3.